Give me a moment. I was reading something and I was also writing a short essay to school someone on their lack of knowledge. Basic knowledge I think everyone should have. Co tam? Co tam? Marudzę. Znowu Jezu. Dziecko płacze. Ja. My baby is crying. Why did you run here? Hmm. Move a bit. I need my raccoon pillow under my head. Because my desk is not really properly set up to play games on it, so I need a pillow as a prop. I need to open the game. Open the game. Open the game. What if I take away those little ears? They are also cold though. Aren't you cold, Kitty? Your ears are cold. Maybe I should buy you something on ears. You wouldn't like it though. You'd hate it. She hates everything that she needs to wear. Because she always remembers the evil veterinarian that sterilized her and put her in clothes. She wouldn't be able to lick her tummy. Oh, today is Cypher's release. That's cool. I am not really interested in Cypher, but I wanted to check something when it comes to her. Kitty, can you not put your tail into my drink? I wanted to check something in Cypher's lore, especially in relation to Mighty. So her release is kinda what I needed. I need Wiki to update quickly with her character stories and dialogue. I still see hair in my glass. Yeah. Kitty, I have your hair in my glass. Okay, should be fine now. Ow! Don't hit my headphones, Kitty. I know that you want to show me your love, but you're hitting the headphone. Last time we were listening to the stories from As I've Written that now have a voiceover of, I suspect, Cyrene. Cypher. I feel like a lot of people may skip Cypher because of free Archer. Though Cypher is... she is not the hunt, remember, and Hunter is... not the Hunter, Archer is a hunt. Now, what do you want? I don't have anything for you. I have everything. I wonder how many I have. But checking it on the bank is not safe. No, assignments about them. The music in Twilight Okhema was isn't bad. Like, I like the views, they're really nice. Except the tragedy, of course. And the music is also nice, even though a bit sad. Game, can you give me my... yeah, thanks. Oh! What is going on? My internet is fine. I specifically resetted my computer today when I noticed that there were some issues with internet because maybe internet card was malfunctioning or something. Don't teleport me again here. Thank you for working for once. Ooh. Ah! I burped. I am food. 115 and 47. Now 50, I think, or 49. So 24, 64, 164. Cat left me. Stop it abusing me. Okay, as I've written. Still have a few stories to listen to. So we should do it quickly. Oh, preview final story. She who passes through doors. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of imagery related to Treebios is also inherently similar to Genshin Impact. Especially... what? What do you want? Or do you hit me? They're related to imagery of the several places in Genshin Impact. Especially the ones that have symbols of tree on them. Like the... I don't know if that makes sense. But... no. The symbol that they have when they create the portal always reminds me about the symbol that is created when you open a domain in Genshin Impact. When those doors go inside. Kinda. And... and there was also Celestial Tribios trailer, which was sus. And what else? I also noticed recently that the symbol for Simulated Universe also has triads in it, which also I didn't notice it before, but now when I was going through several different modes on Simulated Universe, I noticed that every single mode on Simulated Universe has different sign for triad representing it, which is also sus. Yeah. Okay, she who passes through doors.
I fear. How can mere mortals defy the gods?
I worry. How can mortal bodies reforge the world anew?
I suspect that the prophecy is simply a rumor.
Oh, there is no voiceover for this part. The solemn council is still filled with clamor. Future's destiny still whirls in discussions of candor. To discard the city and save oneself, or to chase the flames that waver. None knows the choice that would lead them to a place better.
Hearken to the sounds that the doors whisper.
In the distant past, the Holy Maiden brought the first prophecy to all city-states. In the name of gods proper, hope she will give to humanity. Though she falls into confusion, she will bring guidance to this world in vigor.
Overthrow the gods, it declared.
Of the previous journey she will always remain aware. The Queen of Laws lifted the flag to chase the flames flare. The tripartite prophecy guided all the world's heroes, all who dared, and building a new world was their oath of yesteryear. The earth roared for them, the tides surged for them, the scales of destiny shivered violently, then slowly calmed. Okay, so the first sentence is demigod of Giorios, the second is the demigod of Pagusa, and the last one is the demigod of Talanton, meaning Teravox, Hislands, and Ceredra. The core flames of the Titans rested here, while the blood of companions congealed over there. The child led one hero after another to their end, but no end awaits her, no rest to prepare.
Teacher, do not hesitate.
The weaver of gold brushes aside the child's tears.
The world still walks on the path you indicate.
The prophecy still stands, even if the actors now different faces wear.
Restore the core flames, it declared.
The solemn council is still filled with clamor. Future's destiny still whirls in discussions of candor. To stop right there and seek peace, or to continue a work still unfinished. None knows the choice that would lead them to a place better.
Stop! We only wish to live life as it is. No more.
Cease! Our achievements already stand tall.
Rest up! We only wish to live in peace and prosperity.
The discussions today are the same as those in times past. Retreating now will forever deny us the future. The child has already conquered her confusion and fear. No longer before the mists of fate will she cover.
Hearken to the sounds that the doors whisper.
She travels through myriad passages, burning with determination to once again bring light to humans through her endeavor. The children fly into the streets, wishing to encourage the residents' faith.
Please, be not afraid. We will definitely bring you to a new home.
Lady Treeby, Lady Trianne, please, don't cry.
Do not worry. We trust you always.
The matron wipes away the tears on the children's faces. The praying ones piously bless them in faith. The lost ones take the children's hand, just as the prophecy guides their path.
Bear the divine authority, it declared. Quiet Trinan has little to say. Lively Trianne loves to play. And well-behaved Treeby roams around all day.
The people's encouragement rings sincere. The Christos heir's companionship lasts through the years, and mother's embrace warms up every dream. Choose the child understands, choose the child accepts, though countless farewells on her shoulders wait, though destiny's blood dries like clay. There will always be passageways filled with warm sun rays, not silently open to them in future and past days, and from them a voice says,
Forge miracles, it declared.
Okay, now Mighty's, my poor Mighty babe. Light of glory unstifled.
As always, to perceive the man's fury, one must do so 7,000 paces away. The Kremnos he guards is once again shrouded by mist. Rust, blood, and fire are the ceremonial ode to the demigod. There is no one to witness or to give cheers of glory. The final Kremnos festival goes on without end. The victor shall embrace death and silence, and his glory will only be remembered by the defeated array. For that man, laws and seals no longer have meaning. War and battle never cease for a single minute, each passing day indistinguishable, morning and night entwined. The corpses pile up, filling ravines, forming mountains strong. He carved time with peak's edge and counted the fleeting years by fires of war. Sometimes the lion would climb to the hilltop to look down on the world and search for friends in longing. The distant heavens and earth stretched vast and boundless, but their endlessness felt ever more remote. Like Nikador, he cannot escape madness's clutches. Guarding the city alone and embroiled in war, the The murmurs of the black tide constantly sound in his ears. Yet a flame soars up his chest every moment, casting a light upon the indomitable path behind him. Memories seal the echoes of the past as the man strides into battle, fists clenched fast. He is the wound this world must bear, the new king before whom old gods despair.
Hello, Kashke.
As stated in Idonia's poems, humans are born with eyes closed to accustom to this world's light, and their sight fades in old age to reacquaint with night's anthems. But the man did not bow to the decay of time, rejecting the lure of death's call. With each return from the brink of death, his eyes burn with fury, fixed upon his foes, until everything suddenly faded away, like a surging black tide, swallowing all into nothingness. The world dissipates in the roiling black tide's requiem. Even the lion will one day die, a departure with no way back. With a sudden fall, his pierced chest hits the ground, and slowly flowing into the underworld is his golden blood departing his system. But that gaze, fierce as flame, never dimmed, not even in death. Looking beyond those flame-seeking figures, reaching far toward the endless horizon. In the morrow's sky, the stars will chant. The lone king of Kremnos is called Mighty. His journey was one of ceaseless, eternal warfare. And behind him, he left a world ablaze with glory.
My poor baby, Mighty! Also, I need to check one thing. Oh. Divine entity, luster stream, smiles, unknown to all, revival. Dying wish, wretched, good student. Those are also the words that are supposed to describe Mighty. I wanted to pay attention to them. Smiles is interesting. Dying wish sounds like what he said in his mind to Finon. Divine entity sounds like Nicator or demigod. Hyacinth managed to come home before the banner ended. Good! I am glad you managed. Now you're broke, aren't you? And I need to check one part of Mighty's story because I got distracted. And I need to read one sentence again. Oh, this part. I kinda zoned out on this part. Sometimes the lion would climb to the hilltop to look down on the world and search for friends in longing. Oh, this is so sad. He was missing his friends. The distant heavens and earth stretched vast and boundless, but their endlessness felt even more remote. This is so sad! Wait, I need a quick break, because something is trying to kill my bowels, and I need to run. Yeah, now I'm probably cooked for the fate column. Yeah, you are! Did you want someone? Write it, I will read it when I come back.
Do you like Noah? What? No! Not! Ugh! I can't believe you would. Dad! She's angry now. I mean, jeez! Why would you? Ugh! Gross! What would he do if I lose?
That was amazing.
Why are you talking like this?
My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
What? 1? This was not sex, but you talk as if it was. 2. It kind of sounds like it. 3. I now discovered that vampires are easy. Like, let him drink your blood and he'll be happy forever. I mean, till the next dinner. It's like a definition of being easy to date. Like, he drinks your blood and he gets the endorphins and he's like, woohoo! And you have no problems anymore. Are you playing good, chat? That was fun. Yeah. That's my tribute to Cat. I will make a clip from this, I swear. Wants to still. Stop staring like this, I will strip it even more. Stop. I like ships that start at odds. It's such a drama. I love the drama. Dehya is so not impressed until Dunya knows that if she was here she would be like, God damn it, man. Get it together. Go to bed. To give up! Good, I didn't! I have seriously no idea what's happening on the screen, but I am glad you have fun. This is gacha game, so every character I get, I have to kind of play a one-handed bandit for it. So, depending on my luck, I may get someone, and this is someone I wanted to get. She was on the banner. Yeah, thank you, welcome. I was worried because there were like 85 for guaranteed character. I would have to pull 85 times to get her, but sometimes they are dropping early. So it was like 40, and she dropped. Thank you very much. Who is the best Jedi to fight Grievous anyways because of his lightsaber? Yeah, I watched the videos on YouTube about that. I really like him. He is sexy squid. Why he has to be Jedi? He's too sexy virgin. The same with Queen Lanbo. Quit the Jedi Order, come to me. Yeah. We have pretty jack of all trades, pretty berserker healer, pretty Pikachu. I don't have any time for you. I don't see the game. What happened? I see the black screen and I don't see anything. What is happening? Reina is just good in short amazing amount of hydro damage and big buff with a heal if you need it. Okay, I'm back. Rob Saber, Finon, and Firefly. That's a lot of characters for a poor person. I've noticed you have been still for a while now. Are you lost in thought, asleep, or maybe something is bothering you? I was in the toilet, ma'am. Just pondering a few things. Merely lost in thoughts, pretending to be asleep. Are you picking at me?
Ma'am!
Wow, such a bold statement. It makes my heart skip a beat. Keep pondering then, I won't ask. Okay. I can't even sit down and go to the toilet with men here. Okay, what about Anaxagoras? Anaxagoras. I said it in Japanese way. Oh, both or... I was actually thinking that they won't be finishing his story yet, but okay. Lost not your humanity.
On the day that the grove fell, he accepted his defeat and demise, as if embracing truth and heresy.
Believe in Titans, and you'll have a happy death. Deny the Titans, and you'll have a fulfilling death.
Yet, as the lightened soul bids farewell to its heavy shell, a Titan made an untimely call.
Do not be startled, child of humanity. You have a final query in this world.
You finally came.
He does not seem shocked, and lets the core flame take over his shell.
Be more punctual next time, if you will.
Upon his first meeting with the Titan, the blasphemer is already on his best behavior. And towards the suggestion to reforge his body, he paid no mind.
I have so kindly offered you the best body. So why do you insist upon your mortal imperfection?
The scholar replies in candor.
Only by retaining the various flaws can my humanity be preserved in rigor.
There is a firefly.
His form remains in the mortal realm,
Skin.
while his spirit walks the river of soul shores. Between life and death, he fatigues. Dwelling in the child of humankind's thoughts and senses, the Titan cannot bear to remain a mere spectator.
Why not ask me your questions, child of humanity? I am rich in wisdom, and shall speak with no ambiguity.
As though an unspoken pact, the scholar asked the god about all things, feigning a humble quest for knowledge.
Do you treat me just as a way to answer questions? A mere machine?
The Titan got what they asked for.
You should thank me, for good questions are rarer than good answers.
Compared to the joy of a new life, the scholarly breakthrough, carried home alongside death, filled the scholar's heart with more fervor. He returned to the Scourged Grove many times, and the Black Tide followed. Despite his defeats, he never sought help or permission. But at every desperate moment, the Titan would eventually take over one half of his body. The union of man and God. A flawed and clumsy choreography.
Huh. Okay.
It happened but once, a perfect harmony. One man, one God, speaking in one breath.
Stop stepping forward at the same time as me.
The Titan once revealed the secrets of mixing life, a boon seemingly a blessing, but full of malice.
What a tempting bait. But that's not my desired chalice.
Divine power is within his reach, but the scholar is not moved by that essence. This long and abnormal temptation is also a trial of elevation. For the sage can achieve all things, but shortcuts alone he abhors with silence.
And there's a Liquid Firefly skin, so I guess that too. You will have to feel for bankruptcy, I think, right?
Teacher, in this tumultuous world, have you thought about your will?
It was just a joke, but the scholar still at the grove answered with extreme caution. He has much to say about his posthumous affairs, exhausting all, fearing the smallest omission.
Teacher, could it be that you fear death?
The assistant asks in concern. It was a question needed, yet he gave no direct reply.
Philosophy is the inquiry into death, and I have always considered myself a philosopher.
The assistant recounts all the scholar's final wishes, each mighty as a mountain, asking what seemed impossible.
The tombstone must be made of my treasured rare stones, carved with Dromus patterns.
What?
But that stone is a miracle of alchemy. Tough beyond measure, no chisel could have shaken.
That's also his plan.
The assistant softly reveals the hidden plot.
He hopes that instead of shedding tears over his death, we will find it in us to smile, even in a moment of sorrow.
It's rumored that in the depths of the grove, the scholar left a teaching ingenium, imitating himself to the utmost detail.
Go back. The living have not exhausted their thoughts. Go back. The dead have no desire to teach their works.
The ingenium's words are cold and detached, like the deceased man himself.
But if you have no one to talk to, fine. You can sit and converse.
Now, the grove is no longer bustling, and the scholar has returned to dust. Thus, few in this world now know how he was also troubled by solitude in life.
Huh.
Someone once suggested,
Perhaps your ambition should also find its place among your final wishes.
Pointless notion.
he dismissed in derision.
Unveiling the countenance of the gods is a task for the living.
Perhaps that is his haughty position. Such a melancholy topic, yet he insists on feigning a twist, avoiding it altogether. Perhaps these chapters should not be retained. Most are from the scholar's handwritten drafts, shown without his permission. Yet there seems to be a voice there in remonstration.
It's just the past. What harm is there in revelation?
Even in passing, his hubris still resounds in reverberation.
The smaller a thing is, the more it shows its weight. The more foolish my name is, the more glory my achievements will be in comparison.
Okay. Complicated. Kinda sad. I still don't like you. And the last one is Hyacinth. Life in the Grove. So we didn't get everything about Hyacinth yet. That's sad.
A good student, who often did stupid things.
Was the assessment from the lithophagus sage.
An excellent healer, who fails at all scholarly means.
Was the assessment from the noticed sage.
A shining child who also burns away her own life's rays.
Was the assessment from the erythrokeramist sage.
A fool who was always wreathed in smiles, while drowning in a weighty and pitiful dream.
Was the assessment from the Newsporist sage. The girl had visited all the schools during her time studying at the Grove. She refused to become a scholar, despite her exemplary grades.
Instead of increasing this world's knowledge, I prefer to reduce its pain.
While the sages faced her words in silence, the Newsporist sage alone decided to hire her as assistant post-haste.
An apprentice who spends wisdom is more precious than scholars who hide knowledge away.
Huh.
The faded Twilight courtyard, long eroded by time, now shelters a girl, the sole heir of her lineage. Loneliness accompanied her days, till the sage of the Caprists visited her and brought her a chromatic pony with a grin.
It may be the Eye of Twilight's creation in times gone by, for it shines with the sky's rainbow hues within.
Could it be the warlike winged beast of her father's tales? But the sleepy, dreary-eyed pony before her was soft as freshest plucked cotton. The girl still took this gift, for from the little creature, she smelled the scent of clouds distant.
If it weren't for her, I would have suffered more accusations.
The Newsporism sage says in admission, the scholar is coming to deliver arguments and reproach, often stopped before the door, not coming to fruition. For the girl before the door soothed their blazing anger, like the soft clouds, gentleness in cumulation.
Do you know what sacrileges he has committed?
The girl muddles her answers, yet her heart knows in full admission.
Like you and me, he too wishes to heal all of this world's afflictions.
The girl treated ailments for many years in the Grove, composing her medical treatises into tomes. When scholars seek medical help, she realizes with a startle that kindness too can grow into its own bloom. By that time, the Twilight already lost their eyes, and the world drowns in Evernight, while the girl and the healer again traverse the world in gloom. Seeing the golden thread and ivy in the night, though it has been long since she recalled her past, she once again thinks of her childhood dream.
Should the sun be dimmed by destiny's decree, then the dawn that heals the world, I shall replace.
I thought something. Okay, several of the paths are now connected. 3B, Castoris, Mighty, Aglaya, and Anax. There's still Cypher and Hyacinth that need to be finished. Which is sus, because they're both technically dead. And there's finance that also needs to be lit, and there are 4 ones that we didn't discover yet, and I suspect we will, considering how this entire UI is constructed. So many things happened all of a sudden. Farewells are always so abrupt, making it hard to say what's truly in one's heart. Since we have time now, if you had to say goodbye to me, what would you say? Just curious. I believe we'll meet again someday. I'll always remember you. Let's just hit pause for now. Oh, saying it like that, I might end up regretting it. That really should be saved for the final moment, shouldn't it? So is everyone's story coming to an end? I always wanted to see a new story, but now my feelings are a little different. I really hope everything about them never reaches an end. Me too! Every story has a conclusion. Let's continue writing the rest of the story. I should be more surprised, but somehow I knew Talia would say that. And then there is no need to dwell on it. No matter what happens next, no matter what you decide, Talia, I will always stand by your side. We are the best of partners, and that will never change, right? Wait, it sounds as if I was supposed to get a choice in the future. To decide the future of Emporius. I noticed something in Hyacinth's story. Oh, I wanted to say that she said that she doesn't want to be a scholar, but at the same time she literally wrote medical treatises into tomes. She basically created entire school of medicine on her own without being a scholar. But it still counts as a scholarly work. You know, Hyacinth, that creating an entire new branch of knowledge is being a scholar, right? You do know that. Okay, we finished that finally, and now we have several missions that we picked up in Okhema and other places. Bad kid, good gift. Having reached Downcloud, you find no sign of the Mr. Nice guard that Terna spoke of. Try to inquire with the guard on duty. Yeah, I remember that quest with children that wanted to visit Downcloud. Oh, another mission is here to pick up. I didn't notice that before. Eve's Holy Pass. I don't like the music. Oh, this is the place where Mighty died! Stop, you! Oh, it's you, Talia! The war has already reached Okhema. You might be pretty skilled and powerful, but if you don't have anything urgent that's keeping you out here, it's best not to linger outside and find shelter. The guardstone is as tough as his armor. He doesn't seem like the type to go tender easily. Mention you're looking for someone. someone called Mr. Nice Guard. You got any other detail? If you give any more details, you'll expose things. Serena doesn't want to cause that guard more trouble. Tell him of the children's request. What? Absolutely not. Look at the sore state of things. The kids should stay where they're safe. Find a topic to use as a prop for information. Do you need something else? You don't look like you're from around here. Did you see today's guard rotation get changed? The one you're familiar with might be my colleague, maybe. We have been on that cycling in and out on the same post for more than a decade. But the situation is critical. The Holy City Guards transferred a bunch of people to hold back the tide. There's only a small group left here to maintain order and evacuate the civilians. My colleague got deployed to front line. I would switch with him, but he refused. He just told me to stay here and leave the front lines to him. I know his father was a guard of the city too, slaying monsters of the Black Tide. He always wanted to do the same thing, to prove he had the strength to protect his family and Okhema. The Holy City is only holy because it got you in it. Lol. You got me acting up a cold sweat here. You can just praise my friend, I didn't do much. Where is he stationed? From Catholic Plaza to the city gate, the main Black Tide defense line. This batch of guards might all be deployed there. Hope they make it back in one piece. This time I'm swapping shifts with him no matter what. Go to the place he talked about. Maybe you can lend the guard a hand, even. You know what I was wondering about? Why is the entrance to the Flying Fortress above Kefali? Like, why is it there? It almost feels like as if we were actually inside of the dome device, but I have no proof of that. I can't really prove my point in any way. Also, wait, there's still puzzles here that I need to do. Mighty, my baby, you deserve better.
What's the situation down there? How's my blind?
It hurts so much. This can't be real. It must be a dream. It's fake. It's not real.
We shall face Thanatos together.
What's the situation down there? How's my
Where can you run to? Everything's gone.
What do we do now? The great Zagreus' texts have no answers.
Huh.
The night sky is merely a sign. A new world awaits us.
Hey hero, I have a question for you. What do you plan to do in the new world? The crisis is still here, no time to think about that. I want to be a Dromas. New world? What new world? Well, I may be overstepping, but the Fate Titans are ahead, and we should always look forward. When we get to the new world, the first thing I'm going to do is find Professor Anaxa and beg him to take me as his disciple again. If he agrees, I'll be a student of a Titan, ha. Finding a job after that would be smooth sailing. But I don't seem to have a sense of crisis. Yay, I also want to meet some old friends. Exactly! Haha, those of us here have already decided to welcome the new world with a smile. That way we won't be mocked by those who left before us. Thank you, hero. I've heard that we owe our lives to you. Maybe I'm being a busybody, but if you can't hold on anymore, don't force yourself. We are always here if you need someone to talk to. I think you might have important matters to attend to. I won't take up more of your time. Please take care. We'll meet again in the new world. Okay, Glycon.
What about the Council of Elders? Where's their special contingency plan for disasters?
That is not a puzzle. Weird. Why is there no path inside? Could it have something to do with those creation names? The emoji here says to make a post online. That's supposed to be a hint. I remember that one. It was somewhere online.
What about the Council of Elders? Where's their special contingency plan for disasters?
Yeah, I forgot it has to step on the button twice.
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
Okay, that's done. I'll see, what is your deal?
The past has occurred countless times, and the future will happen countless times more.
Did she just say that there were countless cycles? Where did you get that knowledge from, Yogena? When we wish to rise, we look upward. Those who look down do so because they have already risen above. Nothing important, just reflecting on the fallen. Avilius left to rescue his buddies. Those Thanatos worshippers, so I'm the only one here. That boy is as tough as they come. This chaos won't be his end. And what exactly are you doing here? Do you believe in Aranova yourself? Which reminds me of the golden scapegoat. Contemplating, tell me, have you ever wondered how many times Aranova has already happened? This isn't the first time. Dozens of times? Millions of times? Perfect, you have fallen right into my trap. Because my true answer is countless times. Oh, you mean What I am saying is, if Era Nova can arrive without tremendous struggle, then perhaps it's simply an inherent part of our world's cycle. It might arrive right on schedule, whether we actively fight for it or passively accept our fate. Of course, the difference is casualties would be enormous, so these paths aren't remotely comparable. But I can't help but speculate. What if Amphorius is fundamentally a world of cycles? In these endless turns, perhaps mortals eventually become titans, titans become mortals, and everyone experiences everyone else's journey. And somewhere, in this endless cycle, I might live as you and you as me. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. You and Avilius have the same reaction.
The world is birthing itself, and the Chrysos heirs are its midwives.
Do you believe in Era Nova? That depends on what you mean by believe. Are we guaranteed a better world and improved lives? Not necessarily. Are the souls of Amphorian immortal? Quite possibly.
The world is birthing itself, and the Chrysos heirs are its midwives.
Which reminds me of the golden scapegoat. The ebony tide, leaving nameless water on the rocks. Pure water of truth, water of death. Choose it remains unnamed. Those who don't drink the water will die of thirst in its mist. Those who drink will lose their very names. In this water that mirrors no fates, all the world's continents reside. It certainly feels like a metaphor for Era Nova. Didn't Mr. Lycos say as much? Those verses we uncovered might be answers revealed before we understood the question. Which means it's both full of lies and full of truth. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. This NPC is important. This NPC is giving me heebie-jeebies.
For crying out loud, are we really just gonna stand here and do nothing?
What? You can steal even yourself? This is so annoying. Fuck you. Sit honest, wise and please. Carefully answer cries of your people. Why have you left us in darkness? I have offered, prayed day and night, but where are you now? Another lost pilgrim. No, no! Just another forsaken soul cast aside like me. Are you alright? You seem agitated. Alright, huh? What could possibly be wrong? I only been abandoned by the titan I've devoted my entire life to. The irony, those faithful followers risking their lives to pull me from beneath the fallen statue, shouting, "Save the High Priest!" Absurd! If Catholi truly held divine power, why would mortal hand be needed to save me? Catholi, why have you deserted us? How can you stay silent?
Why have you forsaken us?
There was...
Why do you stand by and do nothing?
Oh, this is a different dialogue now. Why desert us? Why stay silent? You again, what are you doing here, looking for the missing titan like me? What's really happened to Catholi? When the calamity struck, I prayed to Catholi, offering my most precious collections as sacrifices, but all I got in return was a crumbling statue and silence. The followers risked their lives to rescue me, shouting, "Save the High Priest!" How absurd! What's the point of saving a priest who can't even get his god to answer? Since then, neither I, my fellow priests, nor any followers have heard anything from them. What does this mean? Have they abandoned us, or has something happened to them? I simply don't know. Those who maintain their faith in Catholi, they insist this is just a test, that Catholi never left. Such unwavering belief, and I had the audacity to mock their innocence. There was a time when I preached before the Council of Elders about ritual power, demanding others follow my guidance. Now all I have are ruins and endless questions. So what's your plan now? Plans? What plans are left for these old bones? I wish I could simply walk away, but the faithful saved me from the temple. I can't abandon them as carefully abandon us. If they wish to continue their prayers, I will perform the rituals. As for responses, bah! These followers need my comfort as well. For now, this is our only course. Okay. If you ever get a response from the World-Bearing Titan, tell them this. Cyrone still waits for their answer. We deserve an explanation. What are you? What am I? Am I your owl? Or a pigeon? Oh, another. Chronicles of Dawn and Dusk. Panicked Priest. Oh, Skyfather, where is Alain? Talia, have you seen him? He is the priest in charge of Coreflame Casket. I'm afraid he is trapped in the Demigod Council. The Black Tide is everywhere outside. If anyone can save him, it's you. Please, will you look for him? I'll check it out. Thank you. May the Skyfather watch over you. Another quest. But this is not the quest I was doing.
Submit or die.
That was a mistake. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. King of Lions. That's funny when you play as Mighty. In the deep dark night, what a blessing it is to have a bonfire to chase the cold away. Makes you want to hold on to that flame, press it close, let it melt into you. Now we understand what it feels like to be a moth to the flame. No, don't make this comparison! I don't like it.
Troublesome.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely.
Hey, show me your courage. Burn it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Forever do it. I am struck. Burn it all.
Not good. Troublesome.
Forever do. I underestimated you. Dying so. I'll accept your punishment. Conquer all lands.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal slip. The dead return! So feeble. Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Hey! Burn it all!
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Forever do!
The combat report will be ready soon. did the trick. Huh. Goods received.
Okay, and there's one more puzzle there. Aich! I didn't want to do that.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity. I can't
We've entered the storm.
But thanks.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return! Use all your might. Burn it all. Dying soul. Now accept your punishment. I am struck.
Enemy data signet markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Burn it all.
Lend me your strength.
Forever to. You chose the wrong enemy. Burn it all.
Ah, golden scapegoat. Again? Okay. Now that I did all the puzzles, I can go. Hello, Ranger Flash. How are you? Thank you for the lurk. Did the battle just happen here? The guard's body beneath his armor has sustained black tide corruption. I'm good, just got your stream on my second monitor for now. That's fine. Enjoy. Even before the darkness spread to his heart, he passed from the severity of his injuries. Not being completely consumed of rationality by the black tide and turned into monstrosity might be fate's final mercy for him. I don't like it. A young guard lies stiff on the ground, his limbs completely rigid, never to lift even the lightest weapon ever again. No nameplates or relics, nothing to even identify him with. You sigh, closing his eyelid. You check his breathing with the worst case scenario in mind and confirm the absence of life in his body. His nameplate on his chest has a few blurred words inscribed there. FEDS. Click. A sound comes. A disturbance resounds from beneath his armor. You check carefully and discover the source to be a stone-made voice amplifier. Huh? If there is 3, I am not able to far, even if that's the oath to make up for the sky. No, I didn't want to click that. I wanted to click this. Investigate. Pedus? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Still fiddling with that amplifier. I remember that was something that belonged to your father. Yeah, he liked to use it to play pretend, making voices for me when I was small. After he died in battle, I kept it. I thought it would never come in handy again. But it turns out I ended up mimicking voices with it sometimes too. And that day at Downcloud, it was just an unexpected moment born of desperation, but seeing how happy it made the kid, I thought it was a worthwhile lie. I really hope she's still keeping the faith now. Really? Who did you impersonate? He impersonated Cathy. If I said I impersonated Cathy, would you believe me? Stop joking around. Say you're not deliberately jesting to lift our moods with how desperately the war is going, right? Oh no, look there. Black Tide monsters incoming. Which wave of battle are we on now? Let's go. Let's get ready. We can't let the kids of the Holy City lose their smiles. The fuck? So that's how it was. I think I guessed it right. The Cathy voice Serena heard was impersonated using Fides amplifier. It unfortunately appears that you just found Mr. Niceguard, but he lost his life. As you sink deep into your thoughts, a despairing priest, all-knowing Sky Father, see your fallen guards, your people. Why does death stain the holy city? Have you abandoned them? The Era Nova, our Era Nova. I always believed that we would awaken to that warm, radiant future in tranquil dreams. But why does your dawn device darken? Didn't the chaplain say it would protect us till forever? The priest's sobs fade. You know, the eternal protection was a lie that Cypher has created. When truth is revealed and faith shatters, will Serena be able to handle the following consequences? We can't let the kids lose their smiles. Yes, indeed, you recall Fide's last words. We can't let the kids of the Holy City lose their smiles. But how should we proceed? A plan forms in your mind. You take Fide's stone-made amplifier and tell that upright guard the whole story, asking him to bring the children before the Colossus. And then you use your lies to complete the children and Fide's final wish. Let's do that then. The next day, after clearing the monsters roaming down an entry hour. Perfect timing. I'll hide before Serena and them arrive. So now we are the one that lies. I still find it sus that from here... Wait, it was not from here that we entered, but it was from here that we descended from the Aquila's flying fortress. Why does it remind me of the Dawn device so much?
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
Standing there, you're well concealed enough. You grip the stone amplifier. Hey, I didn't read that. Kids, by Talia's sincere request, we will make an exception and allow you into Dawncloud to behold the Titan's secret form. It's extremely dangerous to wander out recklessly, so I intended for us to return the moment we encounter any monsters. But thanks to Kefali's divine providence, we didn't cross paths with any. Yeah, thankfully I cleared out the road first. Don't waste time, you can all pray to the Titan for a while. Thanks, mister. It's an amazing sight. Serena, you really came here before? Told you I wasn't lying. Go ahead and pray now. Oh, and you have to do it with piety and devoted faith. The Sky Father will definitely respond to your wishes as gently as he did mine. Ain't that right, Mr. Guard? Yes, of course. Dawn machine, so big, will it fall on us? Remain silent. Careful, Titans get tired too. Nah, it's against the law to litter from on high. Weird, no response. Wait, I was supposed to respond? Carefully won't answer such stupid questions. Careful, Titans get tired too. Children of humanity, the Dawn device indeed weighs heavy, even my shoulders, but worry not, for where you cannot see, I still have a hand steadily bearing its weight. Dummy Yasen? What kind of question is that? You have wasted the chance to pray. My turn. Sky Father Kefali, I ask you sincerely, Okhema and the world wound web have slowed. Be the news true or false, but everywhere seems to be at war. Chaos reigns, and on the cliffs stand strange shadows. Everyone said that because Era Nova is coming. What I want to know is, how will you protect us? Will you reach out and take us to the new world? Or it's like after we have been dead for a long time, you'll breathe a breath and resurrect us. I'm very scared of dying, so I hope it is the first. Come all of you, stand upon me, there's space! Don't fear death, it's just sleep? I don't know which to pick. I was born with a mighty body, so that when the apocalypse comes and the world collapses, I can carry the children I created with my arms and on my shoulders, so that we might march toward Era Nova together. What a ball. So long as you find a safe place to hide, I promise this, the black tide won't breach the holy city, just as my body will stand here eternal. Hey, it already did breach the city. Battery died. Cough, cough. What? Alright, children, prayer time is over. Remember how the Sky Father replied to you? Yeah, neither meteors nor the Dawn device will fall on me. Everyone in Okhema will definitely reach the Era Nova safely. Good. Now you're all the chosen children who hear it from the Sky Father. You should be with your families and stay safe, and at least during the apocalypse. At ease. That one didn't believe it. It's over, huh? Serena is still here. Better sneak away from her quietly. I'm invisible, I'm invisible. Young Madame, I see you! Young Madame, it was you who responded to our voices just now, right? Are you kidding? It was Kefali. Really, if we pray again now, will the Sky Father still respond to us? Miss, tell me the truth. I can handle that. Was that voice last time also fake? It wasn't really Kefali either, right? It was Mr. Niceguard, right? You're hard to fool, you witty thing. Actually, I know about Kefali's voice. Who Mr. Niceguard is, all of it, but liars can't really keep the lie for very long. Everyone did so much for me. The ones who protected me aren't just the distant Titan, but also those around me. Then why did you come to pray again? Yeah, because Yazin and Latina still don't know yet. So many people have looked after me, so I wanted to look after 2 kids who were even smaller than me too. I almost burst into tears the first time I heard Kefali's voice. I want them to hear it too, so that they believe, so that they know when the Era Nova is in the prophecy comes, will be protected by the world-bearing Titan. Plus I'm Serena. I slept in busted wooden boxes and kept myself alive by stealing. Don't matter if the prophecy comes true or not. I've always done my best to keep surviving. Huh, interesting that she is the same as Cypher. Back at the Marmoreal Market, I will tell all the adults and kids Kefali's reply is true, the Skyfather wants us to hold on to hope till the last day of the apocalypse, and then we'll all meet again. Serena, you have grown up. Don't spill the beans. We will escort you back. Thank you, young madam. We'll meet again in the Era Nova. One day, Kefali. What is that achievement? One day God. Yeah, this is sus that the entrance to this flying fortress of Aquila is here. So close to Kefali. Is it going through Kefali? Or did we actually were inside the Dawn device? Or it's above the Dawn device somewhere? I was supposed to look for that guy that disappeared. This one. Okay, where is the guy? Also, there's a puzzle here. Puzzle is in that direction. Ay. I hate stairs. What is that? Hey. Hello? The thingy was flying. Hey, catch. I'm the knight summoned by my master, seeking the truth that dispels the fog of ignorance and reveals the workings of all things. But the forces of fiddlings are too rampant, and even I must momentarily retreat. Giddy up, flying amphora! What the fuck? Another golden scapegoat. I did so many of them, I don't even know how many. Pew. Ay ay. Ouch! That was my mistake. Dance.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
Mighty boss, I missed you. What are you doing here, Elaine? It's still not working. You, who are you? Are you Elaine? Elaine, yes, I am Priest Elaine. You don't even know how you're named? You're Talia, the Chrysos heir who inherited Oronic's core flame. By the Sky Father's grace, I just retrieved this core flame casket. Please open it. What kind of treasure is inside? The Sky Father once granted us the core flame's lingering warmth. When the black tide swallows the world, it will be the only thing that can give the children of humanity a brief respite. This ember is sealed inside one of these caskets. I want to run too, but if we find it, then we can save so many more lives. Opening the core flame casket requires Oronic's prayer. Lady Kainis is dead, and the elders and priests have scattered. You're the only one left who can do it. If you help me, I will give you something valuable. Whatever the priests left behind, it's all yours. I once turned my back on this. You should have said there was a reward sooner. That's a relief, Talia. Please try opening this casket. How? This. Jesus Christ. Can I get easier thing? Oh. Okay, I did open it. This is how to prevent golden thread surveillance. In recent years, the Council of Elders' intentions have often been exposed due to the golden thread's eavesdropping. It is imperative that we find effective countermeasures. Ciphered communication. Golden threads can perceive thoughts and extract information, but they are not omniscient, nor does knowing always equate to understanding. Gestures. Cover both hands with silk and inscribe messages onto each other's palms for silent exchange. Coded phrases. Layer true intentions beneath seemingly innocuous statements, ensuring only those within the circle can decipher them. Example, the place where we met 10 years ago is now filled with brooms. Severance. Compared to 1,000 years ago, the power of the golden threads appears to have waned. Recently, their tips have become increasingly frail and rigid, so much so that they can hardly be felt upon touch. Poisoning. With the weakening of the golden threads, their lesser nymphs are now easier to expel. A fumigation agent brewed from medicinal herbs can effectively drive away these unseen spies. Wooden shears. The powers of Nestia and Circes do not conflict. Using branches from the grove, one may craft wooden shears capable of cutting the golden thread before they are even aware of the act. Disruption. The usurper exercises the divine authority of Nestia. Golden threads are drawn to beauty and repelled by ugliness. Sound. Melodic music can intoxicate the golden thread, while harsh noise can distort their perception. Our ancestors' practice of holding discussions in theaters was indeed a piece of ancient wisdom. 12. Though effective, this method carries a strong stench and is rather undignified. Use with caution. The above secrets must be passed on discreetly and never be exposed. Yet we cannot rule out the possibility that even as we write these words, the golden threads have not spared us. After Elder Lycurgus taught the art of arcane seals to the Council of Elders, they also began storing personal belongings in the Corphlem casket, items they preferred to keep hidden from the outside world. This is likely one of them. So where exactly is the Ember? Unfortunately, only Lady Canis and her inner circle of cleaners know what's inside each Corphlem casket. There are a total of 320 registered Corphlem caskets. I managed to eliminate most of them based on archival records. The Ember must be in one of the remaining ones. Please unlock the next Corphlem casket. I will keep sorting through the records in the meantime. Okay? I feel like I am being used. Oh, wait. Now they should move in the same direction. Yes, hello, mister. Ah, this is... What did we pull? Did we pull the jackpot? Sorry, I tend to get overexcited. This is Feast of the Covenant, an ancient mural of the Era Chrysaea that once hung in the temple pavilion. It depicts the foundation of Marmorial Palace during the signing of a great city-state alliance. It was once auctioned for millions of balance coins. That's odd. The accounting priest claimed it was stolen by the spirit thief. Bartolos, the god of accounting. Time is running out. Please, let's move on to the next casket. I feel like I am being used. Okay. Huh? That was a float. Ah, this is... Wait, why are you stealing my line? Because you mentioned Bartolos. This is the Antonine Balm of the Skyfather. We claim that just a single drop of this into the bonfire in Titan Cliff will atone for all your sins, and the Skyfather will forgive you and grant you passage to the next Era Chrysaea in the Apocalypse. Embarrassing as it is, this is one of our main sources of income. Why even bother keeping this in the Corphlem casket? What are you waiting for? Next? Yeah, every second people in the Holy City are dying. There is no time. Talia, please open the next Corphlem casket. How many there is? I am being used. Okay, one must be... Okay, let's see if they will move. No. No, correct. Fragment scroll of the Cleaner's Registry. No 7. 16th generation Olivia, Architect Officer. Served as the Architect Officer of Okhema, overseeing the restoration of the Marmorial Palace. Blah. Cleared sections of the collapsed underground chambers, connecting various strongholds through tunnels. Huh? That's us. Passed away peacefully in sleep. Essence has been extracted, awaiting a suitable successor. 17th generation Olivia, Brewmaster, stationed at Marmorial Palace, occasionally working at the Hero's Bathhouse, responsible for gathering intelligence on the Chrysos heir. When receiving the ambrosia, tapping the cup wall 3 times signals for intelligence to be discreetly attached to the bottom of the plate with the next serving. Note 23. 41st generation Gregoni, scholar of Helcolitism, infiltrated the Helcolitism school to steal research findings in pursuit of improving the inheritance ritual. Fatally injured by a hammer throw during a discus competition, did not survive. That sounds actually very accurate ancient Athenians. Because I don't know if you know, but ancient Athenian philosophers were bickering like children. So throwing stuff wasn't out of the question. Essence has been extracted, awaiting a suitable successor. 42nd generation Koroni, guard captain. Stationed at Memorial Market, responsible for granting passage privileges and responding to operations when necessary. Killed in a Nicodor faction ambush, fatally wounded while escorting refugees, did not survive. A sharply written annotation. Every generation, every single one ends like this. Before acting on impulse, remember why you inherited this title. Is this the kind of death befitting of a cleaner? Essence has been extracted, but is temporarily sealed. Successor selection is postponed. Now this is something big. You know, I almost ended up like them once. Wait, are you a cleaner too? No need to be on edge. The chaplain assigned me to oversee the core flame caskets. I know a few secrets. Even Lady Kindness extended me an invitation. Honestly, a seat in the Council of Elders is indeed a tempting offer. But becoming a cleaner means inheriting vast knowledge and memories at the cost of losing your own. I became a priest so I wouldn't have to fight on the battlefield. This is just too much for me. I've sorted through another batch of Corpname caskets, still 72 more to go. Darn it, how long is this gonna take? But Hey, you okay? Oh no, it's fine, I'm fine. Please, let's keep going, open the next casket. No, I feel like I am playing gacha with those caskets. And it's vaguely reminding me of the gacha system in Honkai Impact Third. I feel personally attacked. You're Talia, right? The caskets. I need to keep opening them. Something is wrong with this guy. Wait, this is an exam paper? No, a scripture. No, that can't be right. You sure you're okay? You don't seem like yourself. Don't worry, Talia, I actually feel much better now. No, you don't? I remember now. This is the Oracles of Kefali. Every priest serving the Sky Father must swear their devotion to them before baptism. When I graduated from Nodism in the Grove, everyone assumed I would become an engineer. But on the day I was supposed to enlist, I swore my oath instead. I became a priest. I'm sorry, Mr. Apuleius. I was scared. Scared of the Black Tide, scared of death. But now, just like you, my time has come. At least for today, at least this time. I've gone through all the records, but I still can't remember. I still can't find the right Corphlem casket. We are running out of time. I really am useless, just like before. Try again. You'll find it. Thank you, you're right. I don't want to give up yet. If you're willing to keep going, I will summon another core flame casket, please. I'm counting on you. Well. Well, this quest is certainly like gacha. Oh, made it. Finally, I think this is the one. What am I? I am... The priest touches his face in disbelief, then suddenly he calms, as if accepting some unknown reality. I am Elaine. Is this one holding the ember? No need to check. This isn't the right casket. I remember where the ember is now. The core flame casket holding the ember is sealed behind 3 layers of arcane seals. Talia, this is the final step. I know you can do it. Okay. I feel attacked, personally. Ah, fuck. Shit then. Okay. The first layer down. The next one will only get more complex. Stay sure. I don't like this. Okay, that is annoying. Talia, use Oronic's power to break the final arcane seal. Can I at least open those stuff? Or should I just keep opening those? This may be a bit more complicated. Fucking shit then. Okay. Oh. One of you is doing me a disservice. Single ember drifts downward. Never thought I would live to touch the Skyfather's core flame. No dramatic reactions this time. So that's the kind of person I was, It doesn't matter anymore. Please, take the ember to the dawn cloud. Let it protect those who still remain. It's time to go. Why aren't you coming with us? Because my time is almost up. Only Lady Kindness and the cleaners knew which casket held the ember, so before you arrived I used a sealed relic to perform the cleaner's ritual on myself. The ritual was rushed, incomplete. My memories are breaking apart, like waves washing over the shore, erasing everything in their path. But in the end, at least it gave me the answer. Ranova is almost complete. Why go this far? I can open more core flame casket. Ranova, I once lived with that hope too. Hey, it was not what I picked. But when the black tide came, when I watched it consume my friends and heard their screams, I won't lie, I was still afraid. Afraid of the pain in that final moment, afraid of the endless dark that follows, even if some promised salvation beyond. Talia, forgive me. These are just the ramblings of a coward at death's door. If the world is reshaped through a hero's eyes, then what about those of us who were never seen? Will we have a place in the next life? Anaxa proved it's possible, I believe in him. Well then, I'll take your word for it. Maybe we'll meet again, beyond the western winds, in a world of light free from pain. Thank you, you helped me do something I can be proud of. Even if this is the end of my journey, I have no regrets. Please take the ember, okay. Okay. So many rewards, not enough time.
Take it. Buy some new armor for your tribe. You may have it. Consider it your reward. You may have it. Consider it your reward. Not bad. I'll accept it.
Well. Can I teleport? Wait, there is a puzzle and a nymph. Nymph should probably go down. Ah, this is not the nymph, this is a garment maker. You don't see me. I am a hidden tiger. That's it.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
Okay, now we can teleport back here. There is nymph on the wall.
We shall face Thanatos together.
Hello? Catch. Human, you must be lost and in pain right now, but I can't help you. But there must have been a moment, whether in your childhood during your travels or just an ordinary instant, when a word, a scene, or a smile made you feel like you could keep going. Think of that moment, may it bring you a little comfort. You're not funny! Those men, fool. They're not funny at all. How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to operate those embers? Hello? The Okhema is standing in my way.
The past has occurred countless times, and the future will happen countless times more.
She is standing in my way. How am I supposed to offer those flames? Can you leave?
What about the Council of Elders? Where's their special contingency plan for disasters?
Where can we run to? Everything's gone.
We shall face Thanatos together.
What about the Council of Elders? Where's their special contingency plan for disasters?
You are standing in my way.
The Council of Elders. Where's their special contingency plan for disasters?
It doesn't want to trigger. Oh? Bonfire. It was Mighty's fault! He was too tall! The ember paid for with Elaine's life melts soundlessly into the light, vanishing in an instant, and yet, was it just imagination or did the warm breeze brush against your cheek? Unsurpassed idiocy. Let's hope it was worth it. It was your fault, Mighty! You were too tall!
Contingency plan for disasters.
Hello, Glycon. Why is that exactly? Could it be that he is afraid I will steal his spotlight? Oh, it's you, my admirer. Sorry, I can't give you an autograph today. I don't know you. What are you mumbling about? Darn, no autograph this time. Who even wants your autograph? The black tide is raging. Many people are still trapped in various places, calling my name in distress. As a 3-time consecutive Okeana's Games throwing champion and a true warrior of competition, how could I stand idly by? But that stubborn old Craterus has ordered the guards not to let anyone go outside, especially me. Haha, but I guess it's understandable. After all, if I were to die, that would be a loss for all of humanity. Your name should be Hyacinth. No, wait. Sorry, my bad. I meant Narcissus. My brain just thought one said another. I'll help you ask about the situation. Awesome! For the next Okeana's Games, I'll invite you to sit in the front row of the discus thrower event, so you can experience the thrill of a discus flying straight at you up close. This is exactly how Hyacinthus died in the Greek mythology. He got hit in the head. It's no trouble at all.
What do we do now?
Okay. Where is Craterus? Ah, here he is. How is it that you're alive and Mighty is dead? How is it? That's not cool. You again. Even if you brought Tanya along this time, I still won't agree. Just holding this place is already a struggle, let alone sending people out for rescue missions. Letting civilians go out alone is no different from sending them to their deaths. This is for your own good too. Civilians, I already told you I'm no civilian. I've told you all about my glorious achievements, shown you my strong, well-built muscles. I even gave you my autograph. Really? I low-key want to see Krateros' face when he did that. That's quite sincere. Who even wants that thing? That was that thing you forced on me, wasn't it? Sorry, Lord Glykon. I acknowledge your achievements in the arena, but competition and real combat are not the same thing. I don't want anyone to throw their life away needlessly. What if I go with him? If it's you, Talia, going with him, I naturally trust your strength. Fantastic, Talia. In the next Okeana's games, I will make sure to thank you first in my victory speech. Feeling honored? Make sure to fill an entire page with it. Give it, Tres. The guards have reported that there are refugees calling for help from the temple across the way. Its structure is similar to this place. If we clear out the monsters lurking inside, we might be able to establish a safe shelter there. At least 2 more waves of the Black Tide are approaching. Go rescue the refugees and claim the glory you seek, but be extremely careful. Oh no, we have to defeat monsters. Help! I don't think I can make it! Don't say such foolish things, brother. Didn't we promise to reach the pinnacle of the Okhema marketplace together? The savings I've gathered from running my stall all these years, I hid them. At least finish what you were saying. The brother, I feel like he wants to only know where you hid your money. Have no fear, for I am here. Ah, it's you! Aquila has opened their eyes! Salvation is finally here! And why is it you two? That's a long story. I don't even know those guys, but apparently Trailblazer does. Hold on a little longer, hope is right in front of us. Really have a bit of fear of heights. Ugh. I can relate. Feeling a bit better now. This is just the 2nd floor. With you acting like this, how are you ever going to reach the top of the Okhema marketplace? So it's just fear of heights. You sure acted like you were seriously injured. You don't have to keep pretending to be strong. The real champion is here. We'll crush the monsters like we're holding a discus, right, Talia? Yes, the battle phase is about to begin. Fortunately, the surrounding companions are all skilled in their own ways. You might want to ask for their help. Handle it yourself. That's right, the passionate, intense battle with every punch landing are the true romance of a hero. Your bat is craving for a thrilling, full-on fight. Well, the monsters disappeared. There's only one.
Dying soul now accepts your punishment. I'll see you off. Forever doomed! Bloom. I can't through my blood. Eternal sleep. The dead return! Forever doomed!
Commencing support. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Burn it all! Forever doomed!
The monsters in the temple were all wiped out, and Kilik helped Kellogg down the stairs. Yay! Phew, thanks to both of you, being back on solid ground feels so much better. What are you guys doing here? A Ever since we stopped the spear and shield business. Ah, those are those guys! Those annoying little assholes that were lying about the spears and shield. I forgot about them. We have been coming up with some new little gadgets. The great idea we have come up with this time is Dawn Device. Let your candles shine with the brilliance of a dawn machine. So we came to the temple to discuss a partnership. However, before it was our turn to meet with the priest, the disaster struck. Everyone panicked and fled, most of them running into the back hall of the temple while we made our way to the second floor. I really don't want to go through that kind of thing again. Are there other refugees in the back hall? There are still at least 2 waves of the black tide coming. If they break into the back hall, things could get really bad. We must hold this place. You guys should go take shelter across the way first. Go take shelter first. Fleeing in the face of danger is not our style. Even if we were caught selling counterfeit goods, we would face it head-on without hesitation. Besides, the world is about to reset. If we don't go all out in these final moments, it would be such a waste. Hey, worst case scenario, we'll meet again the next life. And we must avenge ourselves. Those stupid monsters ruined our whole plan to make a comeback. I want to get my revenge too. Those blasted monsters ruined all the reasoning I had prepared to convince the priest. I want to get my revenge too. Those bloody monsters. I still haven't won my 4th individual gold medal in the discus event. Avengers assemble? Do any of you have a brilliant plan? We are short on both manpower and supplies, even with someone as strong as me in charge. Who made you in charge? You are not in charge. Cease your delusions! I am in charge! Going to be tough to hold off the black tide. The counterfeit goods. The merchandise that was confiscated by the Council of Elders before are nearby. We can go retrieve them. There are some weapons among them that we can use to arm the refugees, and some armor that can be stacked to make barricades. That's right, the strongest shield made from Giorgio's nails, capable of withstanding anything. And the strongest spear forged from Ricador's spikes, capable of piercing through anything. I knew it. Sounds like counterfeit goods to me. Hey, now is not the time to be picky. Okay. Whatever you say, liars. The storage room isn't far. Please hold the line until we get back. Kellogg and Kiddick disappeared into the bushes, vanishing from sight. In the distance a chilling howl echoed, followed by a surge of black turbulence, glowing with an ominous red light rushing forward. Another wave of the attack has begun. Time for a beating! We'll toss these monsters into the ditch like we're throwing a hammer, right, Dahlia? Yes, it's another battle phase. Fortunately, you have a reliable companion by your side, someone who has surpassed human limits. Perhaps you can ask for their help. He came for this exact reason, didn't he? No? You suddenly remember that you still need some upgrade materials. You know how it is. There is no such thing as too many upgrade materials. Exactly.
Analyze the targets before you make a plan of action.
Let's wait.
Show your courage.
Submit or die.
La 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 la.
Receive divinity. I can't die, but dying soul, I'll accept your punishment. Through my blood.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Burn it all.
Ah, so I had weakness for him, I just didn't notice.
Ready for another? This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Forever doomed. I'll see you off. Bloom. I can't die. So feeble. Conquer all lands. Burn it all. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Forever doomed! You chose the wrong enemy.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity. I can't die. But burn it all. Dying soul, now accept your punishment.
You cut through the monsters like slicing through melons and vegetables, effortlessly clearing them out. Impressive moves there. If you ever entered a wrestling competition, I would have to step out of your way. Why don't you rest a bit? We can work out our next steps afterward. We can just sit around doing nothing while we wait for them to come back. Let's pray for them. Let's pursue and hunt them down. Should we really take such an aggressive approach? There are shields stored in the vicinity. Let's use them to construct a basic barricade before those two merchants get back. Okay, if you say so. Hey, monsters, you're standing in my way. They seem sturdy enough, but put it by the doorway. You and Glycon go set up the shields. Looks good enough. When they come back with shields and lances, we'll be safe from the Black Tide's intrusion. Hope they make it back in one piece. Don't expect too much from their merchandise. I think I heard something. Have they arrived? You listen carefully, but instead of merchant chatter, you hear shrill, intense cries. Black turbulence surges violently through the streets. Another attack is upon you. Dilas? You senseless beasts, if you knew who I am, you would be running for your lives. We'll crush them all like riding a chariot, right, Talia? Let's do this.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Troublesome.
Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Repay. Use all your might. Forever doomed.
We have the upper hand. Lend me your strength.
Burn it all. Through my blood. Burn it all. Forever doomed. Dying soul, now accept your punishment. Conquer all lands. I underestimated
Enemy
you.
data sig net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the wrong enemy. Burn it all. Receive divinity. I can't die. The dead return! Thanks.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Forever doomed!
These creatures chasing me like fans desperate for an autograph. Okay. Pull yourself together, Glycon. Call out to the guards at the temple across the way. In the chaos, you see the guards. They're struggling against the attack as well. We have arrived. Oh. When the black tide swallows the tallest mountains and levels the deepest valleys, once one thing can bear our last hope. Only one thing can bear our last hope and herald a new era, the strongest shield. When the night overtakes the lost dawn, devouring all brightness, only one thing can banish evil threats and safeguard the whole world. The strongest lance. Where are you? Team Rocket? Rest assured, we'll deliver them to you. Are you sure you can do this? A customer once asked what would happen if the strongest lance were to strike the strongest shield. We tested it, both items pulverized each other into dust. But lance and shield were never meant to oppose one another. What do you think would happen if they turned together to face a common enemy? Here, watch this. The two merchants lift their packs, gripping lances in their left hands and shields in their right, charging into the courtyard. A blade shatters lances, breaks shields, and finally pierces flesh. Facing blades and arrows, they charge into the courtyard and collapse to the ground. Well, this is the strongest lance and shield. With their last words, they closed their eyes with peaceful smile. Was this your goal, to just die? What on earth are they sacrificing themselves for? Do they just want to die so badly? Eranova is not meant for recklessness. What's with this funny yet sad feeling? Talia, no time to grieve for them now. We'll meet them again in the Eranova. I'll hold them off while you reinforce the barricade with the goods they brought. Glycon takes up the lance and shield from the merchant's belongings to hold back the black tide creatures. Meanwhile, you rush to enhance the barricade with the remaining items. The last of the black tide creatures is vanquished as the barricade is completed. Ah, it's you. I saw your fight from across the way. That was a close one. We tried to come help, but the black tide had us cornered as well. Things are looking up now. Thanks to the lance and shield those two heroes delivered, we can now defend this area with a smaller force. May they fall into pleasant slumber. About the refugees. Most of the citizens sheltering in the back hall are safe. Despite our limited supplies, Lord Crater sent provisions and medications, and we have treated all the wounded. Some citizens trapped elsewhere have also come seeking shelter. We'll take good care of them until the new world arrives. About these lances and shields. Honestly, the quality of this batch of arms leaves much to be desired, but in these desperate times we are thankful to have found them at all. They'll last as long as they can. I have nothing else to ask. By the Sky Father, we will do our utmost not to let everyone's efforts go to waste.
Stop sniveling! If you want to live, then get on your feet!
There is some drama going on here. Why are you praying to the wall?
Let us reunite in a future free of strife.
Hero of the arena, Glycon. Ah, it's you, Talia. I'm not feeling so great. Relax, you're pretty tough. Could I get your autograph? That old stubborn crater, as I said, we could handle it. That battle was my most impressive showing ever, and we also have those 2 merchants to thank. Without them, the temple would have fallen. They had such convictions. Regardless, they were too reckless. I think they just did it for the thrill. Even if souls really do travel to the world after Era Nova, the fear and pain of death at that moment remain real. Whatever the reasons, whatever their methods, sacrificing one's life to spare others from the torment of death is a noble deed. I hope that after Era Nova, they truly rise to become the finest merchants in Okhema. When that happens, you absolutely must witness the grandeur of the Okeanas games. The merchants convene, and constantly warring city-states pause their conflicts. Streets and temple columns are adorned with flowers. People speaking different dialects raise tents, praise each other's athletic bodies, and compete for laurel rafts. There. I will take a front row seat. Of course. Biosphere 2. What is that type of... Okay, what else can we do? This is in Eternal City, Okhema. And they just died, and I still have a quest with them when they are alive. This is such time-breaking thing. Find the videos in Catholic Plaza and speak with them.
Do you need me to formulate the next plan?
We are in Eternal City, Okhema. They say history tends to reflect the collective views of the past, and that's what worries me about the future. Regardless of the era, humans just can't seem to break free from the same mistakes. But hey, don't stress too much. As long as there are Chrysosairs aiming to overthrow and become titans, and there are still ordinary people like me pretending to be devout, Okhema's vibe won't be too suffocating, especially if they claim to worship Thanatos. About the golden scapegoat. Shh! This is different from our usual banter. Let's go somewhere quieter to talk about this. But I guess you're the partner I've been waiting for. This is great news, excellent news. We can talk here. Is this necessary? Not really, but it's important enough to warrant a sense of seriousness. Anyway, since you asked me about the golden scapegoat, a name that I came up with secretly, that means you have cleared the 4 basic stages as well, right? As well? Oh, you mean... Yes, I challenged them too, and was fortunate enough to pass the ones that weren't so dangerous. That's how I got this, the translations of the ancient Titan language that we can hear when the challenge starts or when the world is illuminated. Bundle dried fennel branches tightly, then let it fully soak in olive oil. That is how a handy torch is made. Growth, decay, and sprouting once more. They were once unrelated to the civilized world, yet given a name by the unreasonable, and then burned to ashes again. Like that stele amid wild brush commemorating divinity. There must always be a lamp framed for sin in this world. The traveler thought as such. Fire and light are the embodiment of that sin. 2. A feeble flame. Its light is akin to a young girl's long hair, shimmering with silken splendor. yet destined to be devoured by the endless darkness. People always say that light and dark are opposite elements, as if they were twin sisters. But their natures can't be more different. Darkness is infinite, time and space clumsy and dull. Light is ephemeral, life, fleeting in its brilliance. Nameless dark clouds forever linger at the corners of the ranch. The smart lamp will persuade itself I know nothing of the butcher's knife after all. 3. The sky has crossed the great sea. The storm steering crashing waves against the coast. Broken ivory rocks are strewn over the black reef, like lichen grown out of salt. Those are vestiges of dismembered tide. The traveler rides the waves with their lamp in tow. Those waves are more alabaster and more fledgling than wool, and also even closer to voiceless eternity. 4. One can imagine a bird's warble by picking up a feather, therefore a feather is a singing bird. One can imagine a dolium's figure by picking up a ceramic shard, therefore a ceramic shard is a dolium, and can similarly be filled with nectar. One can imagine a traveler's home by seeing them, therefore a traveler is their home, where one can touch the rainbows picking at the ranch. God's wish to see the world choose came darkness. Light? Well, feels like there's something enigmatic behind it, right? For example, the Dragon Slayer inevitably becomes the evil dragon and then Torchbearer inevitably becomes Ashes. I have no idea. Really, she couldn't be sure about these misty poems. It's a little... how should I put it? Alright, it gives off an energy that is a little gloomy and deep, but extremely poetic. Anyway, they're all precious information extracted and translated from the treasures bestowed upon us by the Golden Scapegoat, and I firmly believe that they are of unusual significance. Just look at the first stanza. Fire and light are the incarnation of that sin. Is this referring to the great Chrysos heirs? Maybe their plan to save the world will somehow cause irreversible damage to the world, but we must bear it no matter what. Are they hurting because of it, but are unable to explain anything to us mortals? Also, in the second stanza, after all, I know nothing of the butchering blade. The source of the information seems to believe that an unseen power from a mysterious domain is threatening the world. But what could it be? Oh, and the last line of the fourth stanza, the god wishes to see the world, and so darkness came into being. The scholar was unable to precisely interpret the meaning of the Titan word here, and it contains two opposing interpretations. What does that mean? Could it be that, in the ancient Titan language, light and darkness, and also time, are represented by the same word? Sus? The scholar and I couldn't come up with any explanations that withstood scrutiny. Maybe the only way for us to answer it is to record more such whispers from the different challenges. But that might also bring about more questions. What a conspiracy. I'm busy. Please just get to the point. Slow down, I can't keep up. It is not a conspiracy. You're trying to conquer the Golden Scapegoat too, right? You can't possibly think that there are no surprising secrets within. Well, why don't I add you to our secret discussion group on the teleslate? Once you overcome more of the Golden Scapegoats, the scholar will be able to send her newer translations to the group. I am much safer compared to meeting up in person frequently. Secret investigation with a single point of contact. Why can't we be more open about it? Whatever, I'm not interested. Yes, you get it. It's more exciting if the research feels a little forbidden, right? Anyway. People might start suspecting us if we stay here any longer. Let's talk on teleslate next time. Don't mention this conversation when I see you in Kefalo Plaza. Okay. As for the matter of the Golden Scapegoat, let's discuss it here. The group owner is the Scholar Senior I have great respect for. She... Enough with the flattery. Let's wait until we have accumulated some new discoveries before discussing further. Based on the pace before, It will probably be promising once you have collected 4 more gold heads. Alright, posting here some headcanons Avidius came up with. It's actually quite entertaining. In the distant era Creatura, at the dawn of creation, the world was brand new. Back then, many things had no names, and people relied solely on pointing. Sheep were not necessarily sheep, and humans were not necessarily human. At the time, there may not have even been fire. People ate raw flesh, and in their brutality might even have resorted to cannibalism. Later a hero or a heroine stole the core flame from the Titans, who had no such intention to give fire thus. Those who feared fire became sheep, and those who did not become human. But this hero remembered that, in the past, there was no difference between humans and sheep, so they wore a sheep mask ever after as a punishment for creating a divide between shepherd and sheep. Even though they brought civilization to humanity, in nightmares deep in the night he or she has become darkness itself, endlessly pursuing and hunting themselves. Surprisingly profound, don't you think? Okay. Why am I suddenly here? I wanted to do missions in the... I listened to that one before. People are still living their lives here. It's so sad. Okay, what I wanted? I wanted a mission in a destroyed forest. Ancient verse of the sky. Find the ghost that helped the residents. Oh, that lady, I remember. Tianzhou, Penacony, Tianzhou, Courtesy, Penacony, Eternal City, Eternal City, Abyss, Eternal Holy City, Eternal Holy City, Dragonbone City, Okay, this is the last of the missions in the Fallen Okhema that I have.
Do you need me to formulate the next plan?
Is it possible an accident is happening?
This person in front of me, is she real? She is silent, but somehow you can tell she means no harm. Hello, miss. She has got feet, no doubt she's a real person. Can ghosts even be seen on camera? Greetings. Descent of clouds, have you been to my homeland? Clouds? Could it be? Are you from the same place as Hyacinth? Are you talking of the Eye of Twilight? Ah, Aquila, what a nostalgic sound, yes. Twilight Courtyard, the sound of wind in the deep blue sky. Please help me find the way home. I want to return to that sky. With those words the figure vanishes in an instant, as if it never existed. But in your hand you find a pendant you didn't even notice you were holding. Was that really a ghost? Could I report this to when I am done with this mission? No one responds. She seems to be connected to the Twilight Courtyard, but doesn't seem to know Hyacinth. Also, when she said return to the sky, what did she mean? Anyway, I should finish what can be done. Okay, the quest wants us to move to Bastion Ruins. I have nothing unlocked here. Welcome to Breach, Captain. How is the status of the force field? Engines ready? All systems nominal, Captain. Strap in, everyone. We are about to explore uncharted worlds. Seek out unknown civilizations. Adventure where none have gone before. The final frontier of the universe. Mother, you once said winter, rain and sunlight, they are all the same. Only when they come together does the sky become flawless and radiant. The pendant quivers slightly, leading you further down. Oh, I think I know what this is about. Yes, this is Hyacinth. The Sky Fortress has crumbled and molten gold spills across the ruins, spreading like webs. Hyacinth struggles through the collapsing eye of twilight, finally arriving at the broken celestial mural. Lady Celiose told me at the end that the authority of Sky had fused with Aquila's divine body, and both were molten into the celestial mural. Time is of the essence. There is no time to slowly extract Sky's authority. The quickest way is to insert myself into the mural, merge with Aquila and support the Sky. It's almost like the legendary tales of the Sky heroes passed down through generations in the Twilight Courtyard are coming true through me. It might sound painful. No! But in the end, I will surely be smiling even as a carving in the mural. Because I can heal the Sky. No! This is too tragic, I don't like. Is it weird that this golden thingy looks like the blood in Chrysos' ears?
did the trick. Quietly.
I don't like how shiny it became. Is it just me or running on those bridges makes a sound? Never cease pride, hatred, pain, never cease, and endless pride, hatred, pain, never cease. Let me see once more, let me see, endless, never ending, never stopping, never ceasing, never satisfied, never ending. What Aquila said in the Enlightenment has been completely distorted.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
This thingy has similar structure to castrum criminals. Um,
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
Father, you once said the faint light symbolizes healing and reconciliation, but if a healer can't heal themselves, where else can they turn? The pendant quivers slightly, leading you further down. A bug's life is full of crossroads. When faced with a bustling avenue and a secluded path, which should one take? I pondered this question time and time again. And yet, after all my travels, I've never once encountered a fork in the road. Could it be that the bug's fate was never ours to choose? Okay.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
I swore to my master that after just one more quint of rest, I would go and investigate the secrets of the many-eyed blind one. And suddenly, lightning flashed, striking the stone pillar right in front of me. Seems my master has quite a temper. Hoyo really knows how to design a post-apocalyptic place. You must give them that. Because it does look post-apocalyptic. The boundary between dawn and dusk fades, and this vow will live on with the name Twilight Courtyard. So it's enough, right? I really just want to see you both again. The figure falls silent and the pendant in your hand sinks into slumber, leading you toward the bottom of the sky. Seizure advance, violent flawed mammals, violent flawed, seizure advance, violent flawed mammals, seizure advance, okay. Whatever you say, Aquila.
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
I know all the secrets under the sky. The line of people wanting to ask me questions could stretch from Marmoreal Palace to Castrum Kremnos. For a bit of peace and quiet, I had no choice but to hide. I don't believe that anyone could track me down here. This is the one thing I would hope. I would be happy if it didn't exist. Like, Bartolos was supposed to be dead, so I wouldn't cry if he didn't appear every now and then to steal stuff from me. Toss back. This is it. Now, just place the pendant in the pool. Place the pendant down. Welcome home, Moria. This time we won't be separated again. That was ominous. You snap out of your confusion, and the prismatic barrier slowly melts away. Somehow Hyacinth has cloaked you with her power. Okay. The lingering sensation of Oronic's prayer still clings to you. That recent experience perhaps was just a fleeting memory. Is this enough? May she find peace with her regret? Yeah. Even with wings scattered, the smiles of the Earth's creatures make you stop and look. And the place where sky denizens belong remains that same blue expanse. Thank you, everyone. The voice fades, leaving a sense of calm. Thank you for this very dramatic thing. So, what was left? The game keeps trying to force me to do this. To speak to Damionis for some reason. How did it not destroy Okhema? How can I now live with this?
With it the scent of rust.
What is this glitch? Stop glitching. Stop glitching. Why are you glitching?
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
Ah, golden scapegoat. Oopsie daisy. How many of those scapegoats I already have? I didn't even count. Where are they stored even? Why I have so many of those discs? 23.
There seem to be more guests in the Grand Baths lately.
A single cushion catches your attention. Its presence seems clearly out of place with its surroundings. Under your careful observation, you notice that the surface of the cushion is a little strange. Logically, a cushion should be soft inside, but this cushion has something very hard sticking out of it. You decide to... How strange. This requires thorough inspection. Seeker of Wisdom, obey the Codex of Cerces, earth-nourishing quintessence, in fine writing, Georgia's fertile soil, Spring of Life's blessing, in fine writing, Pagusa's sacred filter, bestowal of wisdom inheritance, in fine writing, Cerces tree seed, offering Nif, the giant tree. The eye of wisdom will examine your devotion and bestow a reward. Okay. Simple but strange pattern is drawn on the base of the scroll. An eye formed of branches staring at the divine statue ensnared in vines. From the content recorded inside, it seems that these are instructions for some kind of mysterious ceremony attached with notes made by disciples. This scroll has aroused your curiosity. Though you have experienced all sorts of summoning ceremonies inside Okhema, this will be the first that you have experienced personally from the beginning. Will you try it? Couldn't hurt, I guess. Having made up your mind to carry out the ceremony personally, you begin to carefully study the contents of the scroll. The ceremony initiation requires 3 types of objects. You notice that something is gilded at the bottom of the scroll. The pattern of the 3 items are embedded in golden stamps. You finally understand what this thing is used for. It is silently telling you that the 3 ceremonial items are nearby. Perhaps they have been hidden away by the disciples. You may be able to find something if you search carefully.
Guests in the Grand Baths lately.
Well, that is not what I came here for. Cassandra. Oracle. This divination of yours, is it accurate? It is if you have faith, if not then no. What kind of attitude is that? What kind of business are you running? I am simply telling the truth. Don't people come to a diviner in the hope of comfort? You don't think people... there's actually people out there who think they can have full control of their lives just by knowing some fragments about the future, do you? Do you want my business or not? Well, that depends on whether you want a divination or not. You forget it. Why am I arguing with a diviner, hag? Hey, they all say that your divinations are super accurate. If that's the case, tell me what my fortune is like. Very well. Then give me an item. This item will be used for your divination and also kept by me as payment. You're charging me beforehand? Are you sure you're not a scammer? Those are my rules. If you're not willing, then forget it. There is no need to force yourself. Okay, fine. Take this. Dirty coin. With crying face and smiling face. That will do, right? If you think it will do, then it will. Give it to me. You ignorant pumpkin, this is the coin of whimsy crafted by Master Milan. Forget the misty divination, I could buy you with this. Do you have slavery in Okhema? I didn't know. My apologies, but I am not for sale. Burn. Hand it over. Okay. She's using scales for divination. Ho, you have some nerve calling me a scammer. I suggest you make a run for it. What? This coin, as well as everything else you have on, you did not come by them through honest means, did you? What are you saying? I'm warning you. Making false accusation like that will cost you. Now there is no need to get so worked up. I do not have a habit of making trouble for myself. That's why I do not plan on reporting you. However, if you keep wasting time here... What? Have you researched me in secret or something? Tell me, who put you up to this? Just what are you? What's all the fuss here? What's going on? Okay. What did I say? If you continue wasting time here, you won't be walking away. Ah, what lovely weather we are having today. Maybe I should go and see old Albus. I see I have another customer. Hello, Outworlder. You seek my divination? Are they accurate? Hey, why do people keep asking that? How about this, then, youngster, from a faraway land? Why don't I tell you a little story? Ah, in my hometown of Janusopolis, where we worship the three Fate Titans, there was once a great and holy maiden 1,000 years ago. This great lady had the grace of hearing Kephalis' secret prophecy, and with this stole the sacred flame from Janus to benefit humanity. This maiden, who became a demigod, paid the price of self-fragmentation, passed on the prophecy of creation to all cities. However, it's a move that was twisted and misused by someone harboring ulterior motives. See, even that maiden chosen by the gods wasn't even able to master her own destiny. What chance do mere mortals like us ever have? Of course, it's fine to tell a few fortunes now and then, to set some minds at ease, otherwise an old woman like me would go starving. Haha. Okay. Damionis, are you okay? Hello, esteemed Outlander. Was that photo of Castrum Kremnos helpful to you? Immensely helpful. That's good to hear. I've always felt somewhat guilty towards you, so knowing I've been able to help eases my mind. Though Lady Aglaya has forbidden me from further exploring the world beyond the sky, my curiosity remains unabated. If you're interested, feel free to chat with me anytime. I'll be delighted to share my latest discoveries with you, esteemed Outlander. I hear that you're currently working on some kind of plan. Where did you, you're right. I, Damionis, have discovered a super business opportunity lying just outside the walls of the Holy City. Do you want to join in, hero? If we get our hands on it, we will surely become the trailblazers of a new era. Great fortunes awaiting us. You got me in hot soup last time. You're actually interested in making money? Give me more details first. I hear you're from a world beyond the sky, so you might not know this, but the Holy City used to span across far greater lands than what you see now. A long time ago, countless allied cities existed around Okhema, in the same way that Oronix stars surround the Dawn device. Okhema was a true, eternal city back then. People did not think of it as their city, but rather a motherly figure. When one stood on top of the hill and looked outward, everything we could see was our territory. Then the black tide raged stronger. The area within the city walls became the only safe place, while all other regions gradually grew deserted. How tragic. Why were they deserted? Are we going to go grave digging? Isn't it? But it's also thanks to these events of the past that we have an opportunity to strike it rich. When Nikadur was still active, everything beyond the walls of the Holy City was living under the Mad King's shadow. Their giant spear even sent some states buried several feet under the ground. We're not going to reach those places for sure. His Titankins are beginning to die down now that you have defeated the Mad King, making this the perfect time to go on an adventure. The ancient cities may be in utter ruin by now, but I'm sure some parts of them managed to remain as they were. Say, places that have been buried underground. I found an underground palace beneath an ancient hypogeum around here a while ago. Just dig up those treasures and you can stay however long you want in the Holy City. Heck, you can even buy whatever you want here. Are they really worth that much? Are you sure it will be safe? What's a hypogeum? I'm not interested in I've checked out this site a dozen times now, and I haven't seen a single monster. maybe except for a few of their defense mechanisms that are still functioning. In any case, our plan is simple. I will lead the way, and you can sort out whatever mechanisms that remain, and when we finally get to the treasures, we can split them 3-7. Why am I only getting 70 of the treasures? You're only taking 30 of the treasures, don't you want more? Huh? I am getting 70, the 30 is yours! You have a chance to reconsider your words. Alright, I will admit that we can't do this without you, but the same goes for me. Let's both compromise and agree to an equal split. Fine. Excellent, that's why I like working with people like you. I already have an ideal route to go around the city walls. Let's set off now. Wait. I will go with him, just need to take this one treasure.
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
If only I had wings, I could soar through the sky.
Don't remind me. Oh, what's this? This is the map I drew of the Hypogeum. All the rooms have been marked on it. It said that the Hypogeum goes very deep, but we'll start exploring from the shallower levels. This is your first time delving down below. You best follow after me. Does it take long? I didn't know it was some kind of event mode. We are here based on my previous scouting of the area. This should be the way into the Hypogeum. Janus' power supposedly protected this place. It used to be a shelter used to resist the black tide, but years later. This place looks so similar to Okhema. Sounds like a safe place. We are not going to find anyone in here, right? Why would we? This place was abandoned even before it could serve as a shelter. People later realized that the black tide does not retreat once it takes over a location. This is actually an information I need. So even the most robust of shelters would not hold out for long. Rather than making themselves comfortable somewhere safe while waiting for death to claim them, they decided they should prevent this disaster from even occurring. So it only stands that there is a high chance of finding valuable treasures in there, provided we can break its seal. See that thing over there? That's a prophecy tablet, the creation of Oronex. Its containment mechanism is the very thing keeping this gate locked. This should actually be the authority of Janus, but seeing how close the three Titans of Fate were, I guess it does make sense for them to share their powers. Anyhow, as long as the tablet is active, we're not going to be making any progress. Since you're a hero who fought alongside the Chrysosaurs, I assume it wouldn't be difficult for you to break this seal. I'll be waiting for your good news then. Navigation is not available in this area. Great.
There is no word.
Oh, it's open! I knew I had to bring you along. I wouldn't have been able to open it on my own. Alright, I have no idea what we're going to encounter once we walk through here. That's the spirit of adventuring, just the thought of it excites me. Didn't you already draw a map of the place? I asked help from Aquila's priest, and I was able to use his prophecy and my personal expertise to briefly survey the area. However, if we want to know what's actually in each room, we'll have to find out ourselves. In any case, we had better press on. Okay, so this is the only thing I am doing. I thought there would be some exploration. Okay. Okay. This is some added mode or something. I thought it was like a regular mission. What obscures the flame's path? Solve the prophetic riddles and light chapel. Channel the embers obtained from a lane to the flame. Prepare all the magic barrack bells in the fallen Twilight City Okhema and the lightless chapel Dawn Cloud. Disguise yourself as carefully for the sake of the children's smiles. Work with others to establish a new shelter. Glimpse the last fragment of recollection of the Healer of Life. I am not the Daidropu. You should have 8 goats' heads by now. I've just completed 3 new sections of analysis on my end. So I am slower than you, but I will catch up soon. Actually, the recent goat heads contain more than one segment that can be deciphered. Anyway, here you go. Here's another of Avidius' headcanons. I think he should give literature serious thought instead of mysticism. When the Black Tide first appeared in the world, people were deeply terrified. They had been shepherds for so long that they had forgotten they too could be hunted and slaughtered like sheep. At the end of the Era Chrysia, humanity faced an unprecedented, all-encompassing defeat. The old heroes had died, while new heroes had yet to be born. Everything was in disarray, and all hope seemed lost. The once thriving civilization now cast a vast shadow, and those with ambition could only chew on an ashen, bitter fate with decaying, cavity-ridden teeth. Did you get 12 goat's heads already? My output is still 3 sections, and as you can see, it's from an even earlier batch, but no matter, I'll make up for it. I'll try to surpass you in total count. As usual, the following is Avidius' free association. Neither humans nor titans can exist independently of the world itself. The past imprints itself upon the future, acting as both the foundation and the constraint of all things. As these constraints multiply, humans grow further and further from the titans they were once close to, eventually forgetting the past, unaware that both sides could be subject to a higher destiny. If we interpret it this way, then the role of shepherd and sheep could apply to any of us. They could even be one and the same, just as hinted in the opening passage. Like I said before, this is to make up for the missed progress. I feel like the more we discover, the less we know. There are 8 sections this time. I will send you in 2 documents. Also, what you just completed should be the final challenge that we know of. Avidius will pass you the information extracted from it later. Alright, he has been learning how to assist me lately. If I unmute him, he'll spam this chat up again. You know what? Since it's the last one, it should be fine if you look for Avidius yourself. He is much quieter in person. But personally, after we are done, it's best not to engage him in playing conspiracy games even if this research is valuable. It seems none of us would figure out what exactly happened in history long past. Okay, I already have enough scapegoats, I guess. else a mission here in the regular city Okhema that I didn't pick? Well, I wasn't really doing exploration of Okhema, to be honest. Okay, what does he have to say? They say history tends to reflect the collective views of the past, and that's what worries me about the future. Regardless of the era, humans just can't seem to break free from the same mistakes. But hey, don't stress too much. As long as there are Chrysosers aiming to overthrow and become titans, blah blah blah, it was said. About the golden scapegoat. You're here because of the messages from the teleslate, right? To be honest, I don't agree with the scholar on whether we can discover unknown secrets of the past from these challenges. Well, what do you say? Should we go somewhere quiet like last time so I can tell you what I think? Fine. Thank you so much for being willing to listen to me. I have a bold hypothesis that, if proven true, can explain just about every unsolved mystery in this world. Well, we are all Titans who have forgotten our identity as a Titan. That's right, humanity and the Titans had a much closer relationship in the past, to the point where we were one and the same. That's a huge leap. Logic. Humans are a species defined by itself. I'm not interested in mental gymnastics. Kind of, but let me explain so you don't misunderstand me. Why are the translations from the scholars so fuzzy? Why is this language supposedly having been used by the Titans so vague that light and strife and time and evil are expressed by the same word? The answer lies in my hypothesis. It's because we have forgotten that humans are Titans too. We forgot that the language must be understood by the soul instead of ears and eyes. In other words, we must read the legacy of this golden scapegoat with our soul to truly understand its significance, and that is... Okay... I've decided to connect my scalp directly to the golden scapegoat with a hat made from this copper strand. I will then take a nap here to see if I can communicate with the truth behind this world in my dream. Are you reenacting Matrix? He's reenacting Matrix. Have I seen this somewhere before? You're really getting to the bottom of this, aren't you? How will I know if I don't try? If evocultism is correct, other humans still possess all the Titan senses, but we are unaware of them because these senses have atrophied. And naturally, the sensory experience that we aren't aware or in control of is dreaming. Maybe the golden scapegoat is the dream of slumbering Titan. It's a conjecture that we can't just rule out. Perhaps dreaming isn't how Titans think. And don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to participate in the actual experience. Just be my witness and make sure no one accidentally interrupts the experiment by waking me up. Shrugs nonchalantly. Aphilis puts on the special hat made from the thin copper strands and lay down before quickly falling asleep. You can't help but wonder if this is the effect of the usual praises for Thanatos. Hint of jealousy begins to spread within you. You're so busy that you sometimes don't even have time to eat or sleep, so why are you wasting your time here? Send a message to a scholar light hunter to come and look after this idiot before swiftly... Several hours later. Listen to this. This experiment really worked! I dreamed I was trapped in a prison, completely sealed off, with no light at all. I could only feel the rough shape of the cell. I searched everywhere for a source of light and finally struck pieces of metal together to create a spark. But to my surprise, the whole room went up in flames with a loud whoosh, and it startled me awake. Just drop it. That which one thinks about during the day is what one dreams about at night, nothing more. I respectfully disagree, dear Teach. Who is to say our adventures are not the dreams of a certain Titan, however? Out of the two hypotheses, humans evolved from Titans and humans are dreamed up by Titans. Which is more likely? This calls for a new experiment to be designed. Fitted with the conspiracy theory. Like I said, it seems no one could know what exactly happened in history long past. Dreams are too subjective and are not evident. If you want to design a new experiment, then its method of proof needs to be more objective. However, don't get ahead of yourself. This world might be seeing new changes soon. When that time comes, then the text that we aren't able to decipher might reveal its true meaning. It's not the end yet. I feel personally attacked by the golden scapegoat. So this is not the end. There's been an unexpected turn of events. A trustworthy elder from the Council of Elders, and there aren't many, asked me to forward you an invitation. As it's a personal interest, I've developed a theoretical understanding of the golden scapegoat, nothing but practical. I've heard of your expertise in this matter. Will it be possible for you to find a moment to discuss it with me? I've prepared a wall to display your trophies. Do drop by whenever it is convenient for you. An anti-criterion stands ready to help. It's us. That's about it. Just pick a time that works and we'll meet at Downcloud. Avidius is raining to come, so we'll let him tag along. Why is Lygus getting involved? I have a feeling that he's trying to stop this conspiracy from destroying his perfect bubble. Cause he wants to read this book in peace. Nobody can just destroy his perfect tragic epic. Anyway, I am done. My plan was just to catch up with the quests in Destroyed Okhema, because I usually don't do those quests off stream. So they would just keep hanging up in my journal, just like every other mission from every other place, like Sienjolafu. Exactly like Sienjolafu. You saw how many quests I have not done. And most of them are from Sienjolafu. Okay. Let's see who's online, who I can bother with leaving them with people who came to watch me. That's a quick choice. Okay, thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream and see you tomorrow. You will be going to Serenity Nightwolf, who is playing Baldur's Gate, so I hope you enjoy! Bye bye! I am going away.